that's a souvenir I came home with that I did not want. I am not wearing my glasses, but we're just gonna go with it because I haven't actually worn them since I got home. So I just don't want to. I don't want to do anything. I just don't want to care. I'm so exhausted. It is Thursday after getting home from the cruise. I've been home from the cruise for 4 days, although it feels like way less. And I'm just still recuperating. I'm still exhausted. You can probably hear in my voice, I have a bit of the traveling crud. What else is new? I get it every time I travel anywhere, so it's just something we have to deal with. Hopefully it won't stick around for too long. I apologize for the sound of my voice and if I hack up a lung during this video. So I'm gonna make this a very quick video because it is difficult to talk, and as I said, I'm probably going to cough a lot. But I did promise you guys in the last video I would do a haul of everything I brought home from the cruise and give you my last little final thoughts. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start with the obvious one. It's this t-shirt. It says Carribean Cruising, and then it's got all the islands we visited. And it says Carnival on the bottom. I don't love that it's pink. Pink is not my color, but it's the only color it came in, and this is the shirt I really, really liked. So instead of sacrificing the shirt I liked for a color that was better, I just went with it and got pink. So there's that one. As I mentioned in one of the videos, I did want a shirt, so I'm glad I found one. It's a little tight. It says it's a 2X, but yeah, it's a little tight, but that's okay. It fits. That's the important part. That's my first souvenir, but before we get to the rest of them, let's talk a little bit about the cruise. So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. It seems to be that you are. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following along on my journey of my very first cruise. Let's start with some negatives because there are very few of them. As I mentioned in one of the cruise videos, the movement bothered me a little bit, but not to the point where it made me sick, which was great. I was so glad to not have to use the Dramamine once. Although I have now realized I get nauseous on planes, which is new. That never used to happen. I was anxious. I was scared it was going to crash, but I was never nauseous. So now on takeoff and landing, I get a little nauseous, which is very, very weird. So I'm going to probably use the Dramamine for that from now on, or at the very least bring a piece of chocolate with me because I ordered a hot chocolate from the flight attendant when they came around for drink orders, and that actually helped settle my stomach. So at the very least, it'll be a piece of chocolate. Other negatives, really there are not that many. You saw that there was only one show out of a bunch that we went to see that we didn't enjoy, and obviously the coffee. As much as the espresso was good at Pig and Anchor, it still was not good enough for us to like really, really want it. We drank it out of necessity, basically. But yeah, definitely could benefit from a Starbucks on board. And the last little negative, I came home with a sun rash, which is not fun. Not a negative of the cruise, just a negative of me being out in the Caribbean sun, apparently. It's getting better now, but it's very itchy and it's driving me crazy. So that's a souvenir I came home with that I did not want. But let's get to the rest of them. So in addition to the t-shirt, you can see I'm wearing this necklace here. This is one of the free items they gave us. And it's just a silver chain, and it has all these little like round discs. They're called barrels of fun. So we went every day to the jewelry store on board and got a different color barrel every day. We got green, blue, red, pink, orange, white, and black. And I just put them all on the chain. The red one came on the chain, and then I just added the rest to wear them all together. And they have little different sayings on them, but I just think they're really cool because they kind of look like life preservers and stuff. So, you know, they do represent the cruise. I have this little charm that I was gonna put in the middle, but there's an uneven number of barrels, so there would not actually be a middle, which whatever, I was gonna take the pink one off because it's very similar to the red anyway. But I put it on there and it doesn't really hang correctly, and I didn't really like the way it looked, so we're gonna not do that. I'll have to find another chain for this. This is from Del Sol, which is the place Kim told you guys about, that their stuff changes color. So this is silver now. If I were to put it in the sun, it would be blue. I would test it and show it to you guys, but there is literally no sun coming in right now. We're in the shadows, so I will probably snap a picture of it on my Instagram when I first wear it out and about. A couple of positives of the cruise. Great entertainment, great food. Almost every place to eat on the ship was included in the price, which is fantastic. There was no shortage of food whatsoever for us, and we had a hard time choosing. That's how many options there were. Like, at one point I just got sick of deciding where to go, so I just kind of chose at random because I just really got sick of, like, do I want pizza? Do I want a burger? Do I want chicken? Do I want, a full meal? Do I want Chinese food? It was really difficult to choose after a while. So no shortage of food whatsoever. Great shows for the most part. The cruise director is amazing, and he actually has a YouTube channel, which I'll link up in the cards for you guys if you're interested, and down below in case you want to go to it when you're done listening to me, my horse-filled voice. That stuff I don't like smelling in my apartment is actually illegal to bring onto a cruise ship. Yes! So I didn't have to smell that for 8 full days, which was fantastic. Cigarettes, obviously, they're still allowed, but they are only allowed in certain smoking areas. So even that smell was kept to a minimum for me, which is just great. The smell of sweaty, sunscreen-covered bodies, however, very abundant. But to be expected. Also, the way that the cruise ship does things when it comes to alcohol is very smart. You either buy a package, which is crazy expensive, and you have to make sure you drink enough to make it worth it, or you pay an exorbitant fee for one drink. I think the drinks were like $25 a piece. So the way that they do that is great because there's really wasn't any issues with drunk people. There was one guy in one of the shows where they had to tell him to quiet down. He wasn't like disruptive or anything. He was just getting very, very excited and animated at times when he really shouldn't have been. So really there was no issues with any drunk people. There wasn't even really any issues with children. Like, this is not an adult only cruise, but the children were mostly well behaved. I didn't feel like, I was gonna get a headache, or I barely got a headache. I got one headache in 8 days. That's insane. I don't know what the reason for that was, but it had to have been because there was no stress. There was no work to think about, money stuff. It had to have been no stress. Really had to, because it's the only thing I could think that changed during the cruise that would make it so I wouldn't get a headache. So we did have one instance of a very rude couple, but honestly, I just think they were rude people. It had nothing to do with alcohol or anything like that. We were getting on the elevator, and basically the guy shut the door in my face, tried to shut the door in my face, wouldn't let me on the elevator, even though there was plenty of room. And another guy in the elevator stuck his hand through to stop the door and let us on. And this guy and his wife got off fuming, absolutely fuming, saying, "I can't stand on this elevator any longer. You keep letting people on. It's taking forever." Basically, they were ornery little jerks. But anyway, that was the biggest thing really that happened. Otherwise, I felt safe. I felt secure. I felt welcomed by everybody. The crew's amazing. Just absolutely perfection when it came to the crew. Everybody was friendly and helpful, and it was a great time. But I'm having a hard time talking, so let's finish this haul of stuff, and then I will check in with you guys when I can speak again. So the next thing is another freebie. We went to that shop and explore thingy that I showed you guys real quickly, and we got a paper with a bunch of free stuff you could claim at some of the stores. So I think this was in Aruba. No, is this in Aruba? No, this one might have been in Bonaire. I'm not entirely sure, but you got this free bracelet from Diamonds International, and then a couple of other times in other locations we got charms. So we got a ship, which is really cool, and a couple of dolphins. So it's not real, it's nothing fantastic, and like even the hooks on the charms are different, but you know what? Free is free, and I think it's cute. So then we have this palm tree charm. Again, not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I might put it on with this ship anchor. This one doesn't change color, but we'll see if maybe they look good together. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find yet another chain, which is annoying. And then two other things I'm gonna give my nieces are these rings from Del Sol. We got this like lotus lily, whatever it is, and a sun. They were free. They changed colors in the sun, and I think they'll get a kick out of that. But we were gonna keep them, but they barely fit my pinky. So best to just give them to the girls and let them play with them. Let's see, what else did we get for free? In Aruba, we got something we were not expecting. We didn't have any plans of trying to collect this or anything, but we went to the gift shop, Del Sol actually, and bought stuff. And when they gave us back our change, they gave us an Arubian coin. This is a 50-cent coin. Kim got a 25-cent coin. It's really cool, awesome collector's item that we were not expecting, which I just loved, like the magic of that moment. Like you weren't expecting that kind of souvenir, and it just fell in your lap. Like that was great. So we're gonna save those as collectors. Okay, so I wanted a little something, a little trinket of some kind from every island, because heck, I was in the ABC Islands, you know? So in Aruba, I got this little cute stone turtle. It's black, and then it has a rainbow shell, and it says Aruba on it, which is not focusing, in gold. So he's adorable, and I thought, okay, next island I'll get something different. That didn't work. Next island was Bonaire, and guess what I got? A turtle. This one is green and adorable and coming out of an eggshell, and it says Bonaire on the back there on the eggshell. So I got two, and I'm like, well, I gotta get something that's not a turtle at Curacao. Do you think I did? I just had to go with, I mean, I was there fully intending to buy something else, and then I'm like, well, but I'm collecting turtles. I need a turtle now. I have two turtles, one from Aruba, one from Bonaire. I need one from Curacao, right? So I got this red one that kind of looks like he's swimming. He's like an adult turtle. The other two are kind of like baby turtles, and it does say Curacao in gold. So very cute. And then I did get something else at Curacao though, because as you guys saw in the video, one of my absolute favorite parts of Curacao is the buildings. So I got this, and it says Curacao on the bottom, and it's technically a magnet, but I'm not going to use it as a magnet because it does stand up. So I'm just going to put it on my desk probably. That's just to commemorate the very colorful buildings, and I love it. That was all the stuff we bought. We have a couple more things that were free. Now you guys saw when Kim and I went on the duck hunt that she found this little pink one, right? I said before that I had found 3 others, but never showed you guys. So this is the first one I found. He's just a little yellow ducky, and he's got a surfboard and some sunglasses. Very adorable. Then the second one I found was this one. It is dressed like a teddy bear, I'm guessing, because it's got the little teddy bear ears, which is cute. Kind of different, fun. Then you guys saw that I wanted to find something pirate to commemorate that we were in the Caribbean and that there's actually pirates and blah, blah, blah. I didn't find anything. However, I found a pirate ducky. It's so cute, isn't it? I just love these little duckies, and I love this tradition. I told Kim, well, maybe we should partake in it next time on the next cruise, because we are planning another cruise in 2025. We don't know where we're going just yet, but we are planning, and it's probably going to be Carnival because we just loved it. So I told her, you know, we should participate next cruise, you know? And I'm like, but can I give the duckies away? I want to keep all the duckies. All the duckies are for me. So we probably won't participate in the ducky thing, but I guess there's other traditions that are similar to that we might do, and then I'll just collect more duckies. I'll have a room full of duckies after I go on a couple of cruises. which is fine by me. So yeah, it is really, really, really difficult for me to talk. So really quickly, I'm going to show you the last little freebie thingy we brought home, and that is the corals and shells and things that we collected. So we got this one, which it's not really showing up on camera, but it has like a line of purple through it, which is really cool. I'm not really sure where the purple comes from, but cool. This one, which I think is just a rock, honestly, but I just like the formation of it and the colors. Kind of looks like a shark tooth, which is interesting. I didn't want to buy any of the actual shark tooth stuff, so I thought that was cool when I came across it. And then we just have a little tiny, this one's actually pink, but it's probably not going to show up on camera. It's a little tiny pink rock, flat piece of shell, a red rock. It looks brown, but it's actually red when it's in the sun. Cat. Oh, Mischief. Wasn't miss you. I mean, did not miss you getting in her way trying to record. And then another piece of coral, which I just think is really cool. Like, there's nothing special about it, really. I just think it's really cool. So, it's a good thing I'm done, because apparently I'm not going to be allowed to do anything else. I missed him, but, ugh. But anyway, yeah, that's my haul from the cruise. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. So if you have any questions about the cruise, let me know. I'm going to answer what I can answer. If you guys have suggestions on cruise I should go on, let me know that as well. I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully it's not too long from now when this crap goes away. So, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.